Well, tonight an Anderson County man says he's back to square one after his grandmother's cross was taken 15 years after she was killed in a crash. The family's been using social media trying to track it down, but they say a friend drove by 1 week ago and noticed it was missing from the corner it was placed in more than a decade ago. As you can imagine, the family's heartbroken, saying it's just like grieving all over again.
Fox Carolina's Kayla Comboy joins us live in our newsroom. Kayla, you were able to talk with this grandson today. What did he have to say?
Still 15 years later, and none of the family can really talk about that day because it's so upsetting to them. He says his grandmother raised him. He calls her mama, actually. So for the cross to be taken is devastating.
Needless to say, everything kind of changed when it happened. So I don't think we've ever actually healed from it.
Cars keep whizzing by and the grass keeps growing, but for the first time in 15 years, there's no cross here by this stop sign.
That was like a life-changing experience for all of us, and it's not something that just stands for her dying. It's something that stands for, you know, the strength we had to go through it, and the change we went through. I mean, her memory in general.
John Simpson says his grandmother was his hero. She stepped in and raised him. He says he's still haunted by the last day Kathy Simpson drove down this road.
It was just so much heartache, so much hurt, so many questions, rather.
He says he got a call that his grandmother was in an accident near Union High Drive in Belton. And when he got to the hospital, he says time was standing still, his heart shattering when he heard the news that she had passed.
She was loving. She got loud if she had to. She spoke what was on her mind. She was just her.
He says she was in the far right lane on this highway when her car clipped the car a lane over. The car started spinning, and John says from that point on, so did his life. And even now, thinking about the missing cross is overwhelming.
I really get nauseous almost, like just thinking about it, like who would do something like that? I get angry.
In 15 years, the cross was only taken down 2 times, both for improvements. One of those times is when they added her name in big, bold letters. So he says looking at this picture is a reminder of how close they were.
We were inseparable, pretty much. I mean, together all the time. And you seen her, you seen me. That's what it was. I mean, she taught in school and she drove the school buses like she was following me through that. So, I mean, we were always together, and I mean, it was great. I never wanted for anything.
The family has called SCDOT and talked to the surrounding businesses, but right now no one has been able to say what exactly happened to this cross. They do hope if someone took it that it will be returned soon, saying this is really a symbol of hope for the entire family. Cody and Alexa, back to you.
Kayla, thanks. New tonight, young women